Okay, so 29, how many distinct four-digit numbers contain the digits 1, 2, 3, 4 without repetition? If the digit 2 is always immediately followed by digit 3. So the cases are, we have three different cases here. So 3 should be right after 2. That is what this means, right? The digit 2 is always followed by the digit 3. So yeah, 3 is directly following 2, right? So yeah, so we have three different cases here, and 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. So we have used 2, 3 out of four numbers. So we have to use 1, 4 to fill up the next two spaces here. So then we gotta use 1, 4. So 1, 4 could come like this, 1, 4, and also 4, 1. So 1, 4, 4, 1. We have two different possibilities for each case. Therefore, two different we state that as 2 factorial, and then we have three different cases. So 3 times 2 factorial is 6. Therefore, the answer for 29 is 6. All right, the next problem here is that we want to know, so the problem here is if x squared minus y squared is 1, the value of x minus 1 is between -1 and 0. Then the value of x plus 1 must be. So this is what it's asking. So what we know here is that x squared and minus y squared, that's a difference of squares. So we can factor that into x minus 1 times x plus y. And what we know is the range of the first one here. So since -1 and since x minus 1 is in between -1 to 0, x minus 1 must be in form of a fraction, -1 over d, right? So you definitely you definitely know, because why? Because think about like numbers inside of -1 and 0. They are all in the form like -1 over 2 or -2 over 3, -3 over 2 or whatever, right? So they all in form of a fraction, -1 over d, right? So you might ask me like, oh, what if -2 over 3? This definitely is in here, but you could ask me, oh, teacher, this is not this does not look like this at all. Well, you could always turn this into this by doing this, right? So yeah, you could always, so whatever is in between -1 and 0 are always in form of -1 over d. That is, x plus y should be negative and eradicate d. What that means is, so now x minus 1, this one is -1 over d, right? And then x plus y must be negative d, so that it really eradicates d here and then the negative sign. So that's what I mean by x plus y should be negative and eradicate d. So x plus y should be negative d. What we know here is that whatever this is, whatever d is, d should be always, d itself should always be greater than 1, right? But we are talking about negative d. Therefore, it should be less than -1. So the answer is, since negative d is x plus y. Therefore, our answer is that x plus y should always be less than -1. Okay? That's it.